Okay, let us start our discussion. This question is based on multiplexer. The question asked in computer science, GATE 2016. The question is, consider two cascaded 2x1 multiplexer as shown in figure. Structure is given in the figure. The minimal sum of product form of the output X is, the options are A, P bar Q bar plus P Q R. Option B, P bar Q plus Q R. Option C, P Q plus P bar Q bar R. Option D, Q bar R bar plus P Q R. The question they asked to find minimal sum of product form of output X of this 2x1 multiplexer. So first we consider multiplexer 1. The output of first multiplexer is, the selection line given for first multiplexer is P. So we can write the equation P bar into 0 plus P into R. So P bar into 0 plus P into R. So this term becomes 0. Now the output of first multiplexer is PR. The output of first multiplexer applied to the input of second multiplexer. Now if we write the equation for second multiplexer, the output equation X is given by Q bar R bar plus the output of first multiplexer is PR. So we can write PRQ. Right? So the final answer Q bar R, actually here Q bar, that term was missing, Q bar R bar plus PQR. So the final answer is option D. Next one is general equation. The question is, how many 2:1 multiplexer required to implement 16:1 multiplexer? It's very easy to calculate how many number of multiplexer required to implement 16:1 multiplexer. So 16:1 multiplexer we are going to design. The question based on 2:1. So you directly divide 16 by 2, we will get 2. Further again divide 8 by 2, 4. Divide again, you can get 4 by 2, that is 2. Divide again by 2, we will get 1. We cannot further divide by 2. So you can count all these values. So 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So 8 plus 4, 12 plus 2, 14 plus 1. So totally 15 multiplexers are required to implement 16:1 multiplexer using 2:1 mux. Next question, this question asked in GATE 2015. In the 4:1 multiplexer, the output F is given by F equal to A XOR of B. Find the required input I3, I2, I1, I0. In general, mostly they are given the input value. They may ask to calculate F. Here the question in reverse format. So F value given, they are asking to calculate what is the input of this 4:1 multiplexer. The option given, option A 1010, option B 0110, option C 1000, option D 1110. Let us find the solution. So the given structure, the output equation they are given F equal to A XOR of B. If we expand, we will get A bar B plus A B bar. You know the general format of 4x1 multiplexer. S1, S0 are selection lines. So this is a 4x1 multiplexer. So the possibilities, if selection line 0 0, this I0 will appear in the F terminal. If selection line 0 1, this I1 will appear in the output terminal F. If 1 0, the I2 will appear in the output terminal F. If selection line 1 1, then I3 will appear in the output terminal F. According to this, we can write the general equation y equal to selection line AB, here 0 0, so we can write A bar B bar I naught plus A bar B I1 plus A B bar I2 plus AB I3. So we need the output as A bar B plus A B bar. If I apply 1 1 in this location, as well as if I apply 0 0 for I0 and I3, I can get this output A bar B plus A B bar. So from option B is correct. Right? 0 1 1 0 is the correct answer. Next question. This question asked in GATE 2016. Consider the following circuit which uses a 2 to 1 multiplexer as shown in figure. The Boolean expression for output F in terms of A and B is. It's a very simple question asked in GATE 2016. This is a direct question. The option A XOR of B, option B A plus B whole bar, option C A plus B, option D A XOR of B. This is the structure given. This is a 2 cross 1 multiplexer. It one selection line, 2 input and 1 output. So we can directly write the answer. It's very simple question. 2 is to 1 multiplexer. B is the selection line. So B is selection line. This input I take it as yes. So I can write the equation S bar I naught. Suppose the input I naught, S bar I naught plus S I1. General equation I wrote here. So instead of I naught, I1 and S, I can replace A, B values. So here instead of S bar I can write B bar. Instead of I naught I can write A bar because input is A inverter connected. So A bar appear in this location. So instead of I naught I can write A bar plus B A. Instead of I1 I can write A. So if you remodify the circuit, it's directly AB plus A bar B. This is the equation of X NOR, A XOR of B whole bar. So from this given option, the correct answer is A XOR of B whole bar. Next question. This question asked in GATE 2007. The Boolean expression y equal to A bar B bar C bar D plus A bar B C D bar plus A B bar C bar D plus A B C bar D bar can be minimized to 4 options are given. Let us discuss the solution. So the given equation y equal to A bar B bar C bar D plus A bar B C D bar plus A B bar C bar D plus A B C bar D bar. If I take the common term from first and third, the common terms are B bar C bar D. Here also B bar C bar D. So I can take this as common term. The remaining term A bar plus A. A bar plus A, that become 1. So no need to reduce this equation further because only 3 terms are given. So final answer B bar C bar D plus A bar B C D bar plus A B C bar D bar. So whatever the equation we are getting, this is similar to option D. So correct answer is option D. The same question I solved using K-map. The previous case is based on direct reduction. The second one, same question I solved using K-map. So the given question I write in K-map of 4 cross 4 because 4 variables given. So A, B, C, D. So if I take A bar, B bar, C bar, D. So here A bar, B bar, C bar, D. I can write 1 here plus A bar, B, C, D bar. A bar, B, C, D bar. I can write 1 here. And next A, B bar, C bar, D. Here A, B bar, C bar, D. I can write 1. So if I minimize this, I can combine these two values, this one and this one. So if I combine together, among these two, the common term is B bar, A and A bar variable, and C bar D is there. So B bar, C bar D. And for this we cannot minimize further. So A bar, B, C, D bar, and this also we cannot minimize further. So A, B, C bar, D bar. So the final answer B bar, C bar, D plus A bar, B, C, D bar plus A, B, C bar, D. So why I take these two methods compared to that minimization? K-map is very simple and errors are reduced. Okay? You cannot get any error compared to direct minimization. We may miss some term, but here you can easily do and the errors are very low. So that I take two examples here. Next question. This question asked in TNEB, Tamil Nadu Electricity Board 2018 EEE Department. The question is, given two off adders, what extra two input gate is required to build a full adder? The option given: option A NOR gate, option B XOR gate, option C OR gate, option D AND gate. Question is very simple, but it makes little bit confusion. Which extra two input gate appears in the output? Even we have knowledge that at that time of examination it will make a little bit confusion. Right? So the answer is a full adder of with two off adders. By combining these two off adders, we need to use one OR gate. So final answer is option C. Option C is the final answer for this question. Basic question only they ask. And next question, same question paper, TNEB 2018 EEE. Question is, the hexadecimal equivalent of the octal number 567.43 base 8 is the option given: 187.7C, option B 167.87, option C 187.6C7, option D 177.8C. We can solve this problem in two ways. You can directly convert this number into decimal. From decimal you can write into hexadecimal. There is one possibility. But another easy method is you can directly write this given number in terms of binary. The 5 corresponding binary is 101, corresponding binary of 6 is 110, corresponding binary of 7 is 111, corresponding binary of 4 is 100, corresponding binary of 3 is 011. So all values I wrote here in terms of 3 digits because of octal 8. Octal is in terms of 3 digits. Now the question is, they are asking to calculate hexadecimal equivalent of this actual number. Hexadecimal 4 digits because 0 to 15 only 4 digits. So this three digits I modify as 4 digits. So here 1 0 0 already is there. I combine this one also. So this become 1 0 0 0 and remaining term appear here is 1 1. So I make some 0 in the end of this digit. Similarly, I take this part, left hand side part, as 1 1 0 and 0. So again 1 1 1 0 and remaining digit is 1. So I can add some more zeros in the front of this digit. So if I split as 4 digits, I can write the values as this is 1, this is 7, this is 7, and this one is 8, and this one is 6. So I can get final answer 177.8C from option D is correct. Let's continue our discussion. Next question, GATE 2016. The Boolean expression A bar plus B bar plus C plus D bar plus B plus C bar whole bar simplifies to option A 1, option B A B bar, option C A B, option D 0. So from given question, see here B bar plus B, that is 1, we know already, and C plus C bar, that also 1. So any data with 1, we can write it as 1. So this 1 complement becomes 0. So the answer is directly option D. Next question, the number of digit 1 present in the binary representation of 3 cross 512 plus 7 into 64 plus 5 into 8 plus 3 is. The options are option A 8, option B 9, option C 10, option D 12. This question asked in IES 2001. The question they are asking is how many number of ones present in this given equation. Very simple problem given. So method 1, the given equation 3 into 512 plus 7 into 64 plus 5 into 8 plus 3. If you multiply 3 into 512, you can get 1536. If you multiply 7 into 64, you will get 448. We multiply 8 into 5, you will get 40 plus 3. So totally we are getting 2027. This is decimal number. We need to convert into binary to count number of ones in this decimal number. So this method, keep on dividing to up to when you are getting 1. So I divided step by step. Finally, I am getting the answer as like this. So 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1. So if you count number of ones from this binary, the number of ones are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So total number of 1 is 9. So option B is correct. This is one method. It takes a long time. The second method, assume 2 power n equal to 1. The n is 0, 1, 2. It is going on like this. So the given question is 3 cross 512 plus 7 cross 64 plus 5 into 5 cross 8 plus 3. So I am going to write this equation in terms of 2 power n directly. So 3 I can write 2 power 1 plus 1. 2 power 1 is 2 plus 1 into the 512 I can write it as 2 power 9 plus the 7 I can write 2 power 2 plus 2 power 1 plus 1. So 4 plus 2 plus 1 total is 7 into the 64 I can write 2 power 6. Similarly the 5 I can write 2 power 2 plus 1, that is 4 plus 1, and this 8 I can write 2 power 3 plus the 3 I can write 2 power 2 plus 1. If you multiply this 2 power 9 with this term, I can write 2 power 10 plus 2 power 9 plus 2 power 2 into 2 power 6, that is 2 power 8 plus 2 power 1 into 2 power 6, thus become 2 power 7 plus 2 power 6 plus 2 power 2, 2 power 3, that become 2 power 5 and 2 power 3, 2 power 2 plus 1. So in beginning I told 2 power 1 equal to 1. So anything, the n value from 0, 1 to anything. So 2 power 1 is 1 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total number of 1 in this equation is 9. So option B is correct one. This question asked in IES 2001. Next question, same another one example. How many ones are present in the binary representation of this one? So 4 cross 4096 plus 9 cross 256 plus 7 cross 16 plus 5. The options given are option A 8, option B 9, option C 10, option D 11. Let us discuss the solution. So previous case we discussed two methods. So the second one is simple one. So I take that answer. So 4 cross 4096 plus 9 cross 256 plus 7 cross 16. So I can write 4 as 2 power 2 4096 I can write it as 2 power 12. The 9 I can write 2 power 3, that is 8 plus 1 into 2 power 8, that is 256, plus 2 power 7 I can write it as 4 plus 2 plus 1. So 2 power 2 plus 2 power 1 plus 1 plus the 5 I can write 2 power 2 plus 1. Now 2 power 2 into 2 power 12 become 2 power 14. 2 power 3 into 2 power 8 become 2 power 11. And if you multiply 1 into 2 power 8, that is 2 power 8 plus 2 power 2 plus 2 power 1 plus 1, 2 power 2 plus 1. So I already told 2 power n value anything, 0, 1, 2, 3, that we count as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So totally 8 numbers of 1 present in this given equation. Next question. It's 2015. The question asked in EC. Get the Boolean expression f of x comma y comma z is x bar y z bar plus x y bar z bar plus x y z bar plus x y z converted into canonical product of sum form is. The 4 options are given. So let us discuss the solution. In general, HOP form is 0 represented as A bar, 1 represented as A. POS form 0 represented as A, 1 represented as A bar. The given equation is x bar y z bar plus x y bar z bar plus x y z bar plus x y z. So this equation I can write in binary form. So x bar in POS form they asked in the question. You can directly write SOP form. So x bar is 0, y become 1, z bar becomes 0. Similarly x 1, y bar 0, z bar 0 plus 1, 1, 0 plus 1, 1, 1. I make it as table, 3 variables given. So 0 to 7, 8 possibility of combinations. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So here from given equation, the values 0, 1, 0 corresponding from the table is this one. So here I wrote 1. Here for 1, 0, 0 corresponding to 1, 0, 0 I mentioned 1, and corresponding to 1, 1, 0 here 1, 1, 0 that is 1, and 1, 1, 1 from the table correspondingly I wrote 1. The remaining terms are 0 located here, here, and here, and here. So the question they asked in POS form, for that 0 is necessary for us. So 0 present here, I can write POS form directly as per this concept, 0 represented as A, 1 represented as A bar. So I can write from this x plus y plus z dot x plus y plus z bar, because 1 means A bar dot. From this 0, 1, 1, so I can write x plus y bar plus z bar dot. From this x bar plus y plus z bar. So from given option A is correct. Next question. This question asked in GATE 1998. For the circuit shown below, the output F is given by option A F equal to 1, option B F equal to 0, option C F equal to X, option D X bar. So in the given circuit, 3 XOR gate given. Let us discuss the solution. So in this circuit, we have 3 XOR gate. Each XOR gate have 2 input. Each XOR gate has 2 input. The general form of XOR gate equation A XOR of B equal to A B bar plus A bar B. In general, if 2 similar inputs are given, for example, A XOR of A, I can write A dot A bar plus A bar dot A. So A into A bar becomes 0. A bar into A becomes 0. So totally the output becomes 0. Similarly, from our question, in this diagram, these two inputs are connected together and given input is x. So if I apply x here, both inputs are same, I can get f1 equal to 0. Next one, this 0 and x applied to the input of second XOR gate. So if I apply 0x in this equation, 0 x bar plus 0 bar dot x. So this become 0 and 0 bar become 1, 1 into x equal to f2 equal to x. Now I am going to apply this x to third XOR gate. So if you know that both inputs are same, the output become 0. So x into x bar plus x bar x, the answer is 0. So f equal to 0 from the option B is correct. The option given f equal to 1, f equal to 0, f equal to x, f equal to x bar, from this option B is correct. Next question is a shortcut idea to remember how many number of NAND and NOR gate required to implement any gate. For example, NOT, AND, OR, XOR, XNOR. Suppose the question they may ask, how many number of NAND gate required to implement NOT gate? The answer is 1. How many number of NAND gate to implement OR gate is 3. How many number of NAND gate required to implement XNOR? That is 5. So you can remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For NOR gate, the one is same. Just you interchange these two numbers 3, 2, and you can interchange these two numbers, that become 5, 4. Remember this table. It's very easy to remember. Sometimes they may ask question from this one. You can directly choose answer. No need to calculate this process. It takes time. How much time we are saving, that is better for us. For example, for this proof, I can take NOT gate. NOT gate, both inputs are same. So this NAND gate I taken here, I connected together A and B. The final answer, NOT gate output is Y equal to A, B bar. So here both inputs are same, X. So X into X bar. So I can write it as X bar plus X bar. So this becomes X bar. So X is input, X bar is output. So number of NAND gate required to implement NOT gate is 1. That is given here. Similarly for AND gate. So for AND gate, the equation is Y equal to AB. To get this, one NAND gate and one NOT gate I connected here. Input is AB. So here I can get AB bar. If I put a NOT gate, I can get double complement. Again I can take complement due to this NOT gate. So equal to AB double complement. These two double complements are cancelled. I can write AB. So here the NOT gate I designed as using only one NAND gate. So I replace this with a single NAND gate. So the same output I am getting AB from the input of AB. So number of NAND gate required to implement AND gate is 2. So that is given in the table itself directly. So this table is important. Just remember NOT, AND, OR, XOR, XNOR. The values required to implement NAND is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. NOR gate, the one is same. Just interchange these two, 3, 2, and just interchange these two, 5, 4. Just remember this. Next question. This is very simple, but I will give idea to solve this problem in a different ways. Question is, logical expression y equal to a plus a bar b is equivalent to option A y equal to ab, option B y equal to a bar b, option C y equal to a bar plus b, option D y equal to a plus b. I am going to solve this problem in 3 ways. Method 1. So y equal to a plus a bar b given in the equation. Consider here 1 because this equation 2 variables are there a b, but here only one variable is there. So I can consider the 1 is present here. This 1 I can write it as 1 plus b. Right? Again multiply this a plus ab plus a bar b. From this, b is common term. If I take b as common term, this becomes a plus a bar. So a plus a bar equal to 1. So output y equal to a plus b. So correct option is y equal to a plus b, option D. Same question, second method. Given expression is y equal to a plus a bar b. As per distributive property, we can write it as a plus a bar dot a plus b. We know a plus a bar equal to 1. So if you multiply this term with a plus b, you can get y equal to a plus b. Same, option D. Similarly, method 3, using substitution method. Given expression y equal to a plus a bar b. So two variables, I can take four combinations of input 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. You apply all the values here. 0 plus a complement 1 multiplied with 0, this becomes 0. Again a is 0, b 1, 0 plus 1 dot 1, that become 1. Input is now 1 0. So 1 plus 0 dot 0, that become 1. Third input 1 1. So this become 1 plus 0 dot 1. The final answer I am getting 0 1 1 1. This is similar to the truth table of OR gate. Right? That is this truth table of OR gate. So I can directly write the answer y equal to a plus b. So these are the different ways to solve the problem. So you can choose any method. Right? Next question. This question asked in GATE 2014. The output F in the digital logic circuit shown in figure. Circuit given. The options are option A, F equal to x bar y z plus x y bar z. Option B, F equal to x bar y z bar plus x y bar z bar. Option C, F equal to x bar y bar z plus x y z. Option D, F equal to x bar y bar z bar plus x y z. Let us see the solution. So given circuit diagram here, this is XOR gate and this one is XNOR gate and this is AND gate. Right? You know the equation of XOR gate, X XOR of Y. Here the output of XOR gate connected as the input of XNOR gate. So I can write it as X XOR of Y and XNOR of Z. Right? So this output is XOR of Y. This output is XOR of Y multiplied with XNOR of Z. So these outputs given as the input of AND gate. So AND gate, just you multiply these two. So now XOR of Y multiplied with XOR of Y multiplied with XNOR of Z. That is NOR of this value. Right. Let us minimize this equation. So we can take this output from this one and XNOR equation, you know, A XNOR of B becomes AB plus A bar B bar. Accordingly, I can write this as, I can take this is A, I can take this is B. So A B. So A value A XOR of Y multiplied with Z plus X XOR of Y bar and B bar become Z bar. Now I multiply this XOR of Y into this value. So X XOR of Y dot X XOR of Y dot Z plus XOR of X XOR of Y and X XOR of Y bar Z bar. So we know A into A bar, A into A equal to A and A into A bar equal to 0. So now A bar format. So this becomes 0. Now this is A, again this is A. So I can write single value X XOR of Y multiplied with 0. This term totally 0. I can expand x xr of y become x y bar plus x bar y and multiply this term. You can get x y bar z plus x bar y z. So option A is correct. Next question. This question asked in GATE 2013. A bulb in a staircase has two switches, one switch is being at the ground floor and another one at the first floor. The bulb can be turned on and also can be turned off by any one of the switches irrespective of the state of the other switch. The logic of switching of bulb resembles option A AND gate, option B OR gate, option C XOR gate, option D NAND gate. This is very simple. In general life, we are using this staircase switch, but this ask this as question. Yeah. So consider this a ground floor, which is S2. Consider this first floor. Consider as switch S1. In middle, I connected a bulb. Yes. Now first S1, S2 is the bulb value. If I switch off S1 and S2 together, the bulb won't glow. So that is 0. And if I switch on S1, if I switch on S2 and if I switch off S1, now bulb become on. So 0, 1, that is 1. Next, if I switch on S1, if I switch off S2, then this become 1. If I switch on both, again the bulb won't glow. So from this truth table, I can conclude the given table is XOR gate directly. XOR gate. So XOR gate option given as C and XOR gate, very simple question directly asked. Next one, this question asked in GATE 2014. The number of bytes required to represent the decimal number 1856357 in packed BCD, binary coded decimal form, is dash. The number of bytes required. They are asking number of bytes required to represent the decimal number in packed BCD form. In packed BCD form, 1 digits is equal to 4 bit, or we can represent as 1 nibble, and 2 digits means 8 bit. The 8 bit means 1 byte, or the 8 bit we can represent as 2 nibbles. See here, 2 digits become 1 byte. The question they are asking, number of bytes required to represent the decimal number. So 1 byte equal to 2 digits. So given terms are 1856357. So if I combine these two digits, I can take it as 1 byte. If I combine these two digits, I take it as 1 byte. And 85, I can take it as 1 byte. Here 1 is there. You can add 0. There is no change in the value. So this combination, I can take it as byte 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally 4 bytes are there. So as per the question, number of bytes required to represent the decimal number 1856357 is 4 bytes. This question asked in GATE 2014. Next question, GATE 2018. Which one of the following statement is true about digital circuit shown in figure? Circuit given with the help of D flip-flop. The options given: it can be used for dividing the input frequency by 3. Option B, it can be used for dividing the input frequency 5. Option C, it can be used for dividing the input frequency 7. Option D, it cannot be reliably used as frequency divider due to disjoint internal cycles. Right? Let us discuss the solution. Here is the given circuit. Here NAND gate is given. One input taken from QB, one input taken from QC. The output is connected to flip-flop A. As per NAND gate, any one input is 0, output is 0. Remember this, any one input is 0, output is 0. Here D flip-flop is a shift register. D flip-flop means we can do a shift register. The clock simultaneously given all flip-flops. So I can take it as QA, QB, QC. First one, if I give first clock pulse, that is after first clock pulse, because of this shift register, the 0 appears here, the 0 appears here. Both zeros apply to this NAND gate, the output is connected to D. If any one of the input is 0, output is 1. So here both inputs are 0, that become 1. At the end of second cycle, right, this 1 I wrote here and this 0 I wrote here. Here both inputs are 0, again output of NAND gate is 1. Again shifting, this 1 I wrote here and this one I wrote here, and here any one of the input is 0. Here 0 is present, another is 1. Anyway, the output is 1. Again, the shift register, this one moved here, this one moved here. Now both inputs are 1. If both inputs are 1, output of NAND gate is 1.1 bar, that is 0. So now 1 becomes 0, 0, 1, 1. Next shifting, this 0 becomes here and 1 becomes here. Now both inputs are 1 to the NAND gate, the output is 0. Again 0, 1, if I apply any one of the input is 0, output is 1. See here, 1, 0, 0 is the first state value. 1, 0, 0. It's not repeating 0 again, it repeats 1, 0, 0. So it happens after 5 cycles. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can decide this mod 5 counter. This given in option B. It can be used for dividing the input frequency by 5. Okay, remember, the NAND gate, any one input is 0, output is 1. The D flip-flop acts as shift register. So this 1, 0, 0 appears again. So totally 5 cycles are required. So this is a mod 5 count. Next question. Next question. The logic gate implemented using the circuit shown below when V1 and V2 are inputs with 0 volt as digital 0 and 5 volt as digital 1 and V out is the output. This question asked in GATE 2017. The options are option A NOT gate, option B NOR gate, option C NAND gate, option D XOR gate. Here two transistors connected in parallel, right? Let us discuss the solution. If both transistors are in cutoff, that is both inputs are 0, output is 5 volt. If any one of the transistor in saturation, that is we apply any one input is 5, then output becomes 0 volt. As per this, suppose if I apply 0 here, Q1 has input 0, Q2 input 0. So if it is 0, this become cutoff and this become cutoff. So there is no drop here. This 5 volt directly appear. So output equal to 1. The 0 represented as digital 0, 1 represented as digital 1. Now I am applying 0 here and I am applying 5 here. If I apply 0, this become cutoff. If I apply 5 volt, this goes to saturation mode. Saturation mode means it is connected here. So now output is 0. Now if I apply 5 volt here and apply 0 volt here, 5 volt means it goes into saturation, 0 means it goes to cutoff. So this 5 volt connected 0, connected to this 0, so output become 0. Next, if I apply both 5 volt in both transistors. So both transistor goes to saturation. If it is saturation, the output become 1. So from this table, the output is 1, 0, 0, 1. This is similar to NOR gate output. So the answer is option B, NOR gate. Let me continue our discussion. Next question. The Boolean expression AB plus AC bar plus BC simplifies to option A BC plus AC bar, option B AB plus AC bar plus BC, option C AB plus AC bar, option D AB plus BC. This question asked in GATE 2017. I am going to solve this problem in two ways. Method 1 using K-map. Right? So here question based on three variable. So three variable K-map are drawn here. A, B, C. So A bar A, B bar C bar, B bar C, B C and B C bar. As per the question, first one is A, B. A, B. So A, B is appears here. This is A and this is B, C, B, C bar. So I can write 1, 1. The second one, A, C bar. A is available here. C bar. A, C bar here appears here. Here A, B bar, C bar, B, C bar. So I can write 1, 1 here. Next one BC. So directly I can write 1 here. If I map, I can combine these two 1 and I can combine this one and this one. So if I write equation for this become BC. For this one AC bar, and the extra value common between these two combinations is redundant pair. No need of that redundant pair. So from this, the option is option A. Option A. This method 1. Method 2, see here, the question is AB plus AC bar plus BC. Here C is there, its complement is here, C and C bar, and also this A, B appear here also. Correct? So C, C bar, its nearby value B and A appeared here also. So this I can take it as redundant. So directly I can write the answer A, C bar plus B, C. So the answer is option A, B, C plus A, C bar. You can solve any way. Next question. GATE 2018. In the logic circuit shown in figure, the output Y is given by option A, Y equal to A, B, C, D. Option B, Y equal to A plus B into C plus D. Option C, Y equal to A plus B plus C plus D. Option D, Y equal to A, B plus C. So this is the given circuit. All are NAND gates. NAND gate. So input is A, B. I can write as NAND gate output A, B whole bar. Similarly, for this NAND gate, the output is C, D whole bar. For simplification, I take it as M. This is N. So Y equal to M dot N whole bar. So this I can split as M bar plus N bar. This M I can write it as A dot B whole bar. One more bar is here plus this N C D whole bar. One more bar is there. These two bars are cancelled. If this cancel, the final answer A B plus C B, that is given in the option D. Next question, GATE 2018. The digital input signals A, B, C with A as MSB and C as LSB are used to realize the Boolean function f equal to m0 plus m2 plus m3 plus m5 plus m7, where I value 0, 2, 3, 5, 7. Mi denotes the ith minterm. In addition, f has a don't care for m1. In addition, f has a don't care for m1. The simplified expression for f is given by option A, AC bar plus BC plus AC, option B, A bar plus C, option C, C bar plus A, option D, A bar C plus BC plus AC bar. The question is look like very big one, but answer is very simple. Let us see the solution. Given question M0, M2, M3, M5, M7. This I can directly write it as f equal to f of a comma b comma c summation of m, that is minterm 0, 2, 3, 5, 7 along with a don't care value given. In addition, f has a don't care of m1, so I can write it as 1. So here 4 variables not given, only 3 variables given. So we can map for 3 variable k map. Here 0, 2, 3, 5, 7 plus don't care value 1, 0, 2, 3, 5, 7. I fill all the value by 1, and one more is don't care, that is 1. This is 1. So I can combine these 4 together and these 4 together. If I combine these 4 together, I can get the value A bar. If I combine these 4 together, I can get the value C. So final answer y equal to A plus A bar plus C. The option B is correct. See here, to make confused, option C they are given C bar plus C. Be careful when you choose the answer. You may get the answer A bar C. When you shade in answer sheet by mistake, you may shade option C also, because this is relevantly given. So be careful when you write answer in the answer sheet. Answer for this question is A bar plus C. Question is look like big one, but answer is very simple one. Next one. This question asked in GATE 2015. F of A comma B comma C comma D is 5. That is max term. 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is a max term representation of a Boolean function f of a comma b comma c comma d, where capital is the A is the MSB and capital D is the LSB. The equivalent minimized representation of the function is option A plus C bar plus D into A bar plus B plus D. Option B, A C bar D plus A bar B D. Option C, A bar C D bar plus A B bar C D bar plus A B bar C bar D bar. Option D, B plus C bar plus D multiplied with A plus B bar plus C bar plus D multiplied with A bar plus B plus C plus D. See here the options given SOP and POS form. There's some options given in SOP, some options given in POS. So we need to handle carefully this problem. Let us discuss the solution. So first I take max term. So from given data, I fill all the zeros. Now, if I trying to minimize, this is one octet, 8 values. This is one quad, and this is one quad. So here, one quad, sorry, two quad and one octet. Octet means the final answer may be only one variable. Quad means you can get two variables. So this is POS form output I may get. So from option given A comma C only as POS form. As per our discussion, 1 octet, 2 quad. So here 1 variable, here 2 variable is the answer, but it's not appear here. Right? So option A and option D both are wrong. Now I assume here 1%. If it is 1, if I minimize, I will get A bar C D bar. For this one, A B bar D bar. So if I combine these two by R of these two, A bar C D bar plus A B bar D bar, this answer also not matched with the given option of B and C. But if I minimize this option C, I can get the solution. So from option C, the common term, if I take A B bar D bar, C plus C bar become 1. So A bar C D bar plus A B bar D, the same what we get in the output of this K map. So option C is correct one. So in this question, both SOP and POS form given. So we need to handle this problem carefully by choosing the correct answer. Next one, take it as a practice question. In the following sequential circuit, the initial state, that is before first clock pulse of the circuit, is Q1 Q0 is 0 0. The state Q1 Q0 immediately after 333, right? 333 clock pulse is. The option given 0 0 0 1 0 1, option C 1 0, option D 1 1. The question is the state Q1 Q0 immediately after 333 clock pulse. So by our knowledge, we can say this is a Johnson counter. Why? This Q bar output is connected to J and this Q output connected to K. So this Johnson counter is a mod 4 counter. So using this key, Johnson counter mod 4, try to solve this problem and try to get the solution for this problem. Given circuit is Johnson counter mod 4. Why? One complement is connected to J, another Q1 is connected to K0. Okay. So after this, I stop the discussion for this day. Tomorrow we will meet with some more interesting questions from TRB, TNPSC and ISRO. Right? The digital electronics common for all the departments, all the PSU examinations. So we will discuss some more questions on tomorrow session. Thank you.